guys, thanks so much for watching The Social Life, the place to be for entrepreneurs with a purpose. I'm so excited because today I have some tips for you to get your first few sponsorships for your something amazing. Now, this works with both for-profit and nonprofit businesses if you are looking for other people to help contribute to your startup expenses or a project that you're starting or whatever it is that you need funds for. Here's my biggest tip that I could ever give you. And I think a lot of people bypass this. I'm not sure why. But when you're asking for sponsorships and you're asking for people to join in on your mission and help you with whatever it is that you're doing, you know, the small donations are not bad. Like, those are awesome. You take what you can get. I don't care if it's $10, I don't care if it's $50, I don't care if it's $250, $1,000, whatever it is. You don't have to have the whole shebang to start whatever your project is. And I've been getting a lot of people that are stopped and stumped at this point because they feel like they have to have all of the funds and this full budget created so that they can show exactly where their money's going and exactly what they want to use it for. But the bottom line is, if you're just starting your mission and you just start, and I know I repeat this ad nauseum and I apologize, but if you just start, you will get people who are on board with you, but they can only give a certain amount to start with. You have to start sharing your mission on your own, and then people will come alongside you as you continue. So don't depend on people to just believe in your mission, believe in your vision, and then they're going to just start opening their wallets to you. So the first thing I would say is to break your mission down into small pieces. So if you can say that it takes, you know, $250 to complete one course of mentoring for 5 children. Take that $250 and make that your goal that you're going to work towards. No, you won't get paid off of it right now, but your goal is just to start and just to create the momentum behind your vision, because once you have those people, then you can show others that this is the prototype, this is the project, this is what I do. And then people come alongside you because they like what they see. When you're going out to ask for grants, don't start out with $1,000. Don't start out with $5,000. Start with maybe $50 towards your $250 goal. Start with $10 towards your $100 goal. Break it down as small as you can and ask for that. Those $10 increments, even if you just start with, you know, asking people if they'd be willing to give you $10, $20, $50, whatever that is, those amounts aren't too small to ask for, and they aren't too small to come together and contribute to something. But you have to make people understand what you're coming to them for. So what I would recommend is writing up some sort of form letter or some sort of email, something that says who you are, what you're trying to do, and the project that you're starting with that you'd like to see if they would support. This is a great way to, if you don't know someone or if you have someone that you'd like to ask but you don't have a direct line with them, this is a great way to show them your mission, show them your vision, and then show them the project you'd like to start with, that you'd like to begin with. And if you're not 501c3 eligible just yet, say in there, I am working towards my 501c3, but I am starting with a project to test the viability of the organization. And the deal with that is that you're showing, hey, I'm taking some initiative, I'd like to do this, I want to move forward on it, but I want to test the viability of this first to even see if this project will work. Start there, start small. That's the biggest thing. Break down your project into the most minimum cost, the most minimal cost that you possibly can. Then go out and start asking for funds towards that minimal cost. So right now, when you're just starting out, you cannot be worried about, am I going to get paid? You have to really make, when you're starting a nonprofit especially, you really have to make your focus the project, okay, for your mission. So break down your mission into the smallest project you can, and then go forward and start asking people, send those emails, ask people one-on-one, sit down with them, figure out where they are and what their interests are. Try to figure out what they already give to. If they give to things that are very similar to yours, that's great. If you know they're interested in youth and you have a youth program that helps youth, talk to those people first. This is low-hanging fruit. These are the people who are already primed to give. You know they give to that specific type of organization. If you're helping animals, if you're recycling, go find people who have given to those organizations already. Find people who you know that mission resonates with. Then send those emails or have some sort of touch point, and realize that people are not going to, off your first email, they may not just give you money off that first email. You might want to try setting up a meeting. And I know it's a lot to do for $10 or it's a lot to do for $50, but those $10, $50 donations right now turn into much more later on when they understand your project and they understand your mission and vision and they understand what you're trying to do and they align with it and they want to come alongside you to see that journey come to fruition. So you need to do the project, get the results, and it's a whole cycle of information that you'll be able to use to grab more donors and expand your mission and vision. So that's what you can do today. It's something you can actually do today to start getting sponsorships today. So don't neglect people who are trying to give you something, even if it's 5, 10, whatever. Take those funds, treat them as if like they are the most important donors in your organization, and they will grow. But you have to put effort into your sponsors, you have to put effort into your donors, you have to thank them, you have to take out that time to do that so that you know how to do it with the people who are giving the $1,000, $5,000 donations, okay? So think of this as like a training ground for yourself, and think of it as a cultivation method for new sponsors and new donors in the future. This is practice, and you're going to be practicing for a very long time on this journey of asking for funds. So don't neglect the small donors. Start small, aim for small donations. Find out how many people would I need to give me $5 to get to $250 total. How many people would I need to give me $25 to get to $250 or whatever. But make the amount as small as you can to launch the project. Then move forward with your mission, move forward with your project, and do all of the things that I mentioned in one of my last videos of just starting, okay? So there you go. That's a good game plan for you to start getting your first sponsorship. Number 1, start small. Number 2, have a few touch points. Try an email first if you don't know the person. If you know the person, you can call them up, you can email them, you can set up a meeting with them, but don't aim to ask for very much. Just start talking about the project and how much the project is total, and see if they'd be interested in participating in helping you get this project off the ground at this level. They don't need to pay for the entire thing. And I think there's a lot of pressure when we go out and we ask people for donations, that the price that you're putting in front of them or the amount of donations that you're putting in front of them, they think they have to do. So find a way that you can do that, and then find a way to recognize them afterwards to say thank you. I don't care if it's a Twitter post, if it's an Instagram post, and it doesn't matter how much they give, just say thank you. Don't tell how much they give, just say thank you for every single donor that comes through. So I hope that helped you. I hope you'll go out and you'll start asking today for those sponsorships and donors and things like that, and start getting that mission up and running. Do your first project. And if you're in the Socialife Tribe, I'd love to see when you start getting your first few donors, if you just share it in there, and we can all support you and be excited for you, along with, you know, seeing your mission come to life and all of that. This is the starting point. This is how you start. So do this, okay? This is the most like real advice I could possibly give you. And this is part of managing it all. This is part of wearing all those hats, okay? When you're trying to get started, your most important thing is really finding those funds to actually move your project forward, move your mission forward. You don't have to start with everything all at once. Just start with the smallest thing, find out how much that would cost. So what does it cost to put on a program for however many kids? Lay all that out, write it all out, you've got it. And I will see you on the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.